Hey Terrarians, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome back to the Calamity Mod. Yeah, I see you up there. You showed up before I got a chance to get started this time, but you got stuck up there, didn't you? So it's too bad about that flyer AI in Terraria. It opens you up to attacks like this! Ha! How do you like them apples? Very nice. That's what I like to start the video off with, a nice little bit of slaughter. And despite the fact that it is a little bit on the dark side right now, it is the start of a brand new day, and we got lots to do today. Well, not really lots as much as it, well, it's pretty much gonna be the common theme going forward here, is that I get on and I talk about the things I did off camera, and then we kill a couple of bosses. And those couple of bosses right now are the Astrum Aureus over there, the good old intergalactic stomper himself, or itself. I don't really know what that thing is. I think it's a cyborg infected by space madness. I have no idea, something like that. And then Golem, which is also, I guess, is a robot. We're gonna fight robots today. It's gonna be what's on the agenda this time. But before we head over there and do that, like I said, I've got a couple of things that I gotta tell you about that I've done off camera. As you could probably tell, I look a little bit different right now. Unless you can't tell, in which case I'm kind of offended because I really put a lot of effort into this outfit this time. But I've also got a lot of new weapons. I've got basically a whole new loadout of stuff here, and I'm gonna share it with you. So I decided, you know what I'm not gonna do is spend an entire episode grinding the solar eclipse and the dungeon. That just doesn't sound like fun at all. So from those little excursions to those two lovely things there, the solar eclipse and the dungeon, I got myself a new set of armor, which I already knew about, the Umbraphile set, which is crafted out of the solar veils, which drop from vampires, reapers, and psychos. I didn't really know that, well, it makes sense, okay, the vampires and the reapers, but I don't really know what Jason Voorhees has as an interest with, magic cloth? I don't know. Maybe that's the secret. The sunlight cannot penetrate the fabric of this cloth. Maybe that's the secret to why horror movie monsters can sneak up on people so easily. They're just wearing that special cloth right there, and nobody can see them coming. They wear a solar veil. I like to imagine now all of the horror movie monsters from history just walking around in very, very nicely tailored solar dresses and in cloaks and robes. It's my headcanon now. But I got the Umbraphile set. It is a sort of weaker set, a little bit less armor than the Daedalus set, but it gives me a lot more damage, a lot more crit, so it's gonna be exciting. Try things out a little bit different. Might not be as good as the Daedalus set. Maybe there's some of you that might think the other one's better, but I'm just gonna switch it up a little bit just for the sake of diversity here. Stealth strikes are creating an explosion with this set, so that's gonna be fun. It's always good. Can't go wrong with that. The next stuff I got from the solar eclipse is I got the weapons that you could craft with that. I've got the Fantasy Talisman and the Totality Breakers, both of which are crafted by solar veils and ectoplasm. Well, actually, just the talisman there. The Totality Breakers are made out of Molotov cocktails and solar veils. The Fantasy Talisman, it's one of those stacking disposable type deals there, kind of like throwing knives, but of course, because I've got a super high stack, thanks to Fargo's, nothing ever happens to them. And what it does, it fires high velocity talismans. It just looks like magic playing cards, and it looks like they got these little homing spirits that come out after people. Let me activate the war cry here. Maybe I can get a little bit of target practice in. There's that. Look at that, we got some souls going out after people there, very nice. Yeah, take that, Wolfram drone. Then we got the Totality Breakers. Explodes into highly flammable black tar, stealth strikes, leak tar as they fly, which is always good. Probably could have guessed what it did by the fact that it was crafted out of Molotovs. Just kind of hard mode Molotov cocktail for rogues, gotta love it. Just, you know, gotta kind of be a little bit accurate with it, which is obviously the bane of my existence, because, you know, I can't do that to save my life. Then we've got the Defective Spear, which drops from Deadly Spheres. It's actually probably my favorite of all the new weapons that I've got so far. It fires a variety of deadly spheres with different effects. Up to 5 can be thrown at a time, but stealth strikes throw all 4 types at once. So, like, look at that. Just go out and they murder everything. Can't even really tell. Some of them home, some of them inflict pain. I have no idea what they all really do, to tell you the truth. I don't know. It looks like that just uses the Deadly Spear Staff's sprites, kind of. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like it does. So, you know, yeah. We're gonna be going off and doing some murdering with all this lovely new stuff, all these new items. I also got some new accessories. Got the Vampiric Talisman as well, which is just an upgraded version of the Rogue Emblem. Just gives my attacks lifesteal. All the projectiles give lifesteal, which is pretty cool. Only on crits though, so having a high critical strike rating would be pretty nice for that. It works pretty well. It pairs well with the Dust Storm in a bottle. Since, you know, you throw that out, you get all these little projectiles here that all deal damage, so it stacks up pretty good. Doesn't give as much lifesteal as it would from just a regular projectile, like one of these right here, and the old fireball there, but you know what, it's good, it's not bad. And then I got the community, which I just farmed up from Anahita and the Leviathan. Got that, I think, after about my 5th or 6th kill, so, you know, that's good. You know, I get the rare items before I get the trophies, so, you know, of course I do. Why not? But speaking of trophies, one more thing before we run off and go deal with the Interstellar Stomper. We've got our Great Sand Shark relic and trophy we gotta go throw down over here. Almost forgot about this lovely fella, you know, totally slipped my mind. Look at that. Bright blue eyes. Pretty beautiful blue eyes from him there. And there we go. All right, now we're ready to go over there and head to Heaven's Hell-Sent Gift, and we will see what this fight is like. And I built a little bit of a base over here to kind of teleport myself. As you can see, I've converted that old frosty factory that was here into the Astral Blighted Infection monolith type deal, and it's technically still in the ice biome, so both the tax collector and the cyborg like it over here. And I just threw in the steampunker for good measure, just because she loves the cyborg, so regardless of whether or not it's the desert, she's totally happy here. That could be good for solutions and whatnot if I ever wanted to use that stuff, or just, you know, just to have a pylon here, really. It's always good to have more pylons. Now that I'm looking around at it here, there are an awful lot of them on this map right now. I don't know if there's like an abyss pylon or anything like that, but that could be kind of neat. Wonder if I could craft another universal pylon, put it down there, and have them be connected. I don't know if Fargo's is that nice. Probably not. Anyways, let's get moving here. This is off, right? Okay, that's deactivated. And I've got my astral chunk here we're gonna use to summon the Astrum Aureus. I have to use it during nighttime. He enrages during the daytime. We definitely don't want that. Also, as you can see, pretty massively revamped this whole entire area here. This is gonna be really good for, hopefully, Astrum Deus, Astrum Aureus, and Astrogeldon. Well, maybe not so much Astrogeldon, because he's kind of, well, you know, if you don't know, you're gonna find out. It's exciting. So anyways, I think we're about as good to go as go can good here, so I'm gonna take all my powerful weapons. I'm gonna call this guy forth at nighttime. Make sure it actually is nighttime now. There we go, 7:30, and let's give this a go. Astral trunk crafted out of stardust and fallen stars, by the way, at a mithril anvil, in case you're curious. Alrighty, bring it on, Astrum Aureus. Had to think about that for a second. Hello. Yeah, nice to see you. Alright, here's the stomping part. Okay, it's a little bit different. I mean, I guess it's kind of a little bit different, I don't know. Ow, okay, you're just as painful as I remember you being. This guy's never really been my favorite, but he's already a giant improvement so far because he's not just jump and stomp and jump and stomp and jump and stomp, with the occasional jump and stomp and then jump and stomp. That's pretty much his whole gimmick. I want to get the, boy, that was close. I want to get, give me the sauce. I want to get the sauce here before things start falling apart. There we go. Now we're gonna kill him. There we go. I use the big danger. Gotta use the big damage. Okay, it didn't really work so well, but you know what? He took some damage. He took some damage. Wow, that guy, he hits very hard, and he's still just as challenging to get away from as he used to be, but you know what? He's not super bad. Oh god, these things. What is that? Oh, that's kind of cool. Aureus spawn. Still has one of my favorite themes, though. I love that that hasn't changed at all whatsoever. He's kind of fallen down. If I can just avoid getting hit by all this stuff, he should go down pretty quickly. Give me another one of those. There we go. We're gonna do that. I love it whenever I get adrenaline because I just don't even need to worry about stealth strikes anymore. I do just plenty good damage without them. Don't even need them. Ow, God, okay. Come on, dude. Give it a rest. All right, we're gonna switch. Oh God, here we go. Oh, I hate you so much. This is gonna kill me just because I can't get, see this, that to no end is excruciatingly frustrating. Listen here, you glowy orange and blue king slime resprite. I'm not having it. All right, here we go, this should be it. Hopefully I can take him down on this adrenaline with the rage combo there if I can actually hit him. Maybe a dash would have been better for this. It seems like whenever he jumps at you and you try to run away from him, he just gets even faster and charges at you more. All right, come on, Stomper boy. Come on, there we go. I know you want to die. You're getting to that point right now. Look at that, aren't you getting sleepy? Look at that, he's got like no health left. Come on, let me give you a bonk, all right? Let me give you a little bit of a swing. And would you look at that, there he goes, lights out. And what do we got here? The astral enemies have been empowered. Faint ethereal click can be heard from the dungeon. Astrum Aureus has been defeated and a star has fallen from the heavens. Okay, so obviously astral enemies have been empowered. I'm gonna guess that some new stuff is going on in the dungeon? Maybe probably connected to Poltergeist? This stuff is still not harvestable yet. I'm gonna assume that's probably something you need a pick saw for. And a star has fallen from the heavens. I'm not sure if that means that there's another one of those out there laying around somewhere. Do I like get a second Astral Infection? Okay, well that's cool. You know what, honestly, the Astrum Aureus wasn't that awful bad this time. Wasn't too bad. Better than I remember him being, but I still don't really like him that much. I love the themes and the art and all that for the Astral Infection. But a lot of the boss fights really aren't that interesting, I gotta be honest with you. And by a lot, I mean neither one of them in particular. Astrogeldon's gonna be a fun time, though. That'll actually be a challenge, like a real serious challenge. There we go, inventory full of everything. And we've got the lore, of course, as always. Let's see what he's got to say. Ever pragmatic, Draydon dispatched this machine to locate and analyze the source of the Astral Infection. While nominally for reconnaissance, the Aureus model is heavily armed and can scale any terrain. It performed admirably, at least until it was assimilated into the infection. Sapient minds have enough willpower to resist the infection's call indefinitely. However, even the finest silicone is not beyond its reach. Draydon prefers his creations to serve, after all. With this experiment concluded, he will certainly be examining you next. Watch yourself. So, basically, the only reason why I'm not succumbing to the Astral Infection is because I'm too smart, is what you're saying. My brain is too big. I'm too intelligent, right? I mean, look at me. Genius. Can't argue with it. All right, there we go. That's neat. Okay, so what do we got here? Aureus Bulwarks. Smaller in execution, so I got a shield. Custom shields. That is really interesting. I like that. Suspicious-looking jelly bean? Oh, would you look at that? It's the old Astrogeldon, I think, right? That's... or something connected to that, at least. That's kind of cool. All right, what else we got here? Starlight Fuel Cell increases adrenaline mode damage by 15% and damage reduction by 5. All right, we'll take that. Eat that up good. Astrum Aureus Hood. Pretty cool. We've got the Gravistar Sabaton. Striking the ground with increased fall speed will cause an astral explosion. Interesting. Oh, look at that. It's pretty cool, right? We're gonna go zooming. Oh, does it not work? Okay, so there we go. I'm assuming that's the cooldown for it now. Let's zoom. There we go. I like it. Pretty neat. Then we got the Auroradical Throw. Got a rogue weapon. A star that splits after a short period of time. Splits stars home in on nearby enemies after a few seconds. Stealth strike, summon a meteor upon enemy impact. That's kind of cool. Neat. And we got a summon weapon. We've got the Astrum Aurealis, or whatever it is. Australia. Alula, Australia. The Aurora Blazer. Well, I know what that is. And we got what looks like a Nebulash. There we go. It's not too bad of a weapon, I think, if I remember correctly. It's pretty decent. Aureus Cell. You're used to craft some other things. Celestial Jewel. I don't really know if that's really all that excruciatingly good for me. Astral Bar. I still can't craft that yet. Like I said, I think that's, probably still gonna be connected in some way, shape, or form to a pick saw, because I cannot harvest it right now. Not with the bestial pickaxe. I'm just gonna spend the entirety of this episode just looking at all the new stuff. All right, before we take off, let's see if there's anything new that I can get from the Astrum Aureus here. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of new stuff. There's a new weapon there as well. Interesting. Leonid Progenitor. Okay. Space junk. Whole bunch of cosmetic stuff. I suppose we could give him another try, why not? Let's call him forth again. Maybe use a new weapon on him or something like that, I don't know. Use his own weapon against him, see if that works at all. I don't know, I don't really think so. I kind of wonder here. All right, there we go. We got our adrenaline, and then there he goes. As soon as the adrenaline shows up, lights out. All right, okay. We got some of the Calamity's Vanity stuff. We got the plushie there we go. Not too bad. Little tiny thing. Kind of looks vaguely Crabulon-esque, I'm not gonna lie. And we got space junk. What else we got? Oh, we got a little slimy thing there. Look at he like aggressively jiggles after me. It's so cute. I don't know. The forbidden one is a really hard little buddy to pass up there. That thing is like, yeah, I gotta. Could you just go ahead and add a few more like vanity slots for me? That would really change my life, you know what I mean? Let's see what else we got here. Significantly less stuff than we did last time, actually. That's sort of on the disappointing side. Well, that's all right, though. If it's really all that important, like if the stuff is really that good, let me know and I'll go back and farm it. But honestly, I'm gonna progress through so much stuff because there's so many bosses that I really only hold on to things for a little while. All right, let's head back down here, drop some stuff off. Basically just do the good old-fashioned deposit all, I think. Debose all. We'll head down and we will get the Auroradical Reforged. Is there anything new that I'm able to craft here? Any new roguey things? Roguish stuff and things? The Celestial Jewel is there. I mean, it's an upgrade for the Crown Jewel, which I don't really know is used for anything else, is it? Oh, the Celestial Jewels used to be made into the Astral Arcanum. This is just an upgrade for the Crown Jewel. Life regenerative effects of a damaging debuff, and I can I have a special ability to teleport to a random location where there's no bosses. Interesting. Well, I mean, I don't know. This could be a good defensive item. I might have to keep that in mind if I really have trouble with getting beat up, which happens a lot as a rogue because everything's got to be set to silent to make the class even remotely playable for me. This little bar right here, I'm telling you what, when it's not full, I want to play a different class. Then whenever it fills up, I'm totally good with rogue again. What I'm saying is my entire enjoyment of this class is based entirely on this little rectangle right there. All right, let's head on down and we will do some reforging. And you know what? I think I'm just going to crash and thrash and smash and blasting on there through the Lizard Temple, and we're gonna take down the Golem, hopefully relatively pretty fast. I don't know. I got a bed right here, so if not, we're all good. And the funky thing about the Remnants mod here is now that I've got it all kind of taken care of, I'm just gonna, you know, we're gonna go down here a little bit and do one of these numbers. There we go. Can I just move my way around here? Excuse me, pardon me. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna give it one of these. That's kind of, I feel like this kind of skips a little bit, just a tiny little bit of the more frustrating elements of this here. Looks like it kind of got a little bit of a revamp in here, but I don't really know for sure, I gotta tell you. I do need one of you. There we go. One of you, maybe. Maybe more than one of those, but, you know, that's all good. I did unlock this room, by the way. I'm not sure if it would have worked without doing that, but, you know, I did take care of that, at least. So that's all good. I didn't just teleport in here just because. Kind of feel like I saved myself a little bit of trouble there, though. I don't know. We'll see whenever I finally get going in here. I love that it has its own little arena. It is really nice. Now, I need to speak to a magic floating piggy bank here about some Omni stations. It's gonna be really important. Put these things down just all over the place. All over the place. Have me, that permanent honey buff, just because, everywhere. I'm not really sure if the Calamity Mod added any special fancy pants stuff to this boss fight. We're gonna find out, though. I imagine maybe the Dust Storm in a Bottle will probably be really, really good against him. Look at you, lizard. Just look at that. Nice little resprite there. Okay, well, with all that done, let's just deal with the Golem real fast. Hopefully this is excruciatingly brief. Well, you're a lot faster. You jump a lot more now. You jump a lot more gooder. My god, you also hit very hard. Okay, maybe you might actually be a problem this time. Everybody knows it's the only way anybody can make the Golem fight even remotely challenging is to just make him jump a lot and hit extremely hard. That's the only way, otherwise it's impossible. Oh god, I should have broken those spikes on the roof. I didn't think about it. No, it's all good, though. Oh, there is a theme for this guy, too. A new theme. I can barely hear it, though, over the sound of the thumping and the blasting laser beams here. Oh yeah, this works really well against that. Yes, very effective. I'm actually kind of getting murdered a little bit here. Oh my god, this thing is ridiculous. What is going on with your spasm and jumping up and down? I don't even know what's going on there with that guy. It's literally it. They just overtuned him. That's the only way to make him even remotely difficult. Oh, well, you got a new thing. Do you have something to sell? I guess I probably should have checked you first. 20 platinum. Auric Fedora, Astrachnid legs. Astrachnid thorax, Astrachnid cranium. Do you have anything I can kill people with, though? Not really? Okay, moving on. Can you not with the jumping spasm? You know, I liked it better whenever you couldn't jump through blocks. It made you a lot easier to deal with. Is that really the way we're gonna be doing this guy now? Is this what you got for him, Calamity developers? You're just gonna make it so that he hits really hard and jumps through solid blocks. The best way to make the easy boss really hard is to change the way that it works so that it's barely the same boss mechanically. Interesting choice. Now I feel like I can't get away from him. I jump up and down, I just gotta keep jumping up and down on his side. If I try to go over his head, then he just gets vicious. Oh god, there we go. Yeah, now here's the thing. And there he goes. Okay, that's fine. We can just make a small readjustment to this then. I wonder if there's a way that I could just take off and run away from him inside this entire area here. I'm kind of curious. Maybe I might be able to do that. Just run away. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave. Goodbye. Yep, you can have your little room there. That's all good. Okay, this might not really work so well. He can follow me. Oh my god, Calamity, why did you make the Golem somewhat challenging? What do you think you are, Fargos now? Listen, the Golem exists solely to be a bridge between the regular hard mode stuff and the Moonlord stuff. He doesn't have another purpose. He's just the bridge. He's just meant to be crossed, nothing else. I feel like there's definitely something that I'm missing here with this guy. All right, what's going on here with this guy? Is he supposed to be this challenging? Like, I feel like the Golem should not be this much of a frustrating pain. Like, my god. Is it just like the Remnants arena here is just kind of making things a lot more challenging by not giving me a whole lot of room? Because it's nice to have an arena sort of kind of set up for this guy a little bit here, but at the same time, I mean, he's definitely, he's kicking my butt here, which I'm definitely not used to from the Golem. I feel like, honestly, the Remnants mod gives me more room to work inside here. I don't know. It kind of makes me feel like there's something I'm missing, kind of like with Plantero. Like, I can't just zoom right to him. There's definitely something else that I should be getting that I don't have. You guys are gonna have to let me know. I really don't know here. Like, is there some other item, or am I just really bad now? Is the Calamity Mod just gonna take like a really, really sharp difficulty curve or something here? Maybe he's mad that I skipped the entire dungeon. Just jumped right to his end fight here. Okay, what's going on here right now? What's up with this? Like, that just seems absolutely off the rails there with the amount of damage that I'm being dealt. Like, it's kind of like it's beating me a little bit too fast. Like, there's got to be something that I'm missing here, right? Like, is there something in the dungeon that I don't have that I need? Like, is there something I need to go and get? Like, what's going on here? Or maybe that clicking was the unlocking of that astral chest. It could be a game changer, right? I heard that the weapon's not really that great, though. Where is that thing? I think it's all the way up top here. I mean, it could be worth it, right? Maybe it's, like, worth a look at least. Take a peek and see if it's actually worth having. There we go. There's the astral chest. And it's open. What do you got? A radical Heaven Fallen Star Disc. What was that? Wait a minute. It shoots up in the air? Why? All right, I got what I wanted out of that. I'm getting out of there. I'm gonna assume that that's all that was. And it is a material for the Interstellar Volution from the Catalyst mod. There you go. How do you like that? Now it is valuable. A star disc upward, which then launches itself towards your mouse cursor. Explodes into 5 astral energy bolts. The throw is moving vertically when throwing it. Okay. Oh, well, that looks kind of interesting. I don't really know if that's going to help me down there on a kind of it hitting solid ground and then breaking. I don't really know if that's going to even work. Stars falling from the heavens. I don't really know if there's something else that I need to be getting right now. I really don't know. But he's killing me so fast, I'm starting to wonder. It's like there's an entire tier of content that I got to be missing, right? Does it, like, not still count this as a jungle? Is he, like, enraging or something? Is that what it is? Maybe I'll go through it and clear it out the right way, and then maybe he won't be as upset with me, and he'll die fast and let me have my stuff. Also, I need more power cells anyway. Oh, and I can't break any of these blocks at all to modify this arena in the slightest, so I'm kind of just stuck with it. Does this work for this? Well, I guess it does kind of work for it, doesn't it? Kind of, sort of. All right, we'll give it another try, I guess. Don't really know if it's really gonna help that much, but you know what? We'll throw it out there. I've got to actually use it so that it doesn't just hit the ground, though, unfortunately. And this guy is really beating me up. Like, he is hitting me for, like 6 hits and I'm done for. Come on, actually hit him. What's going on here? Like, I'm hitting him and he's not taking any damage. So don't get too far away from him, and you can't really go over top of him because he really doesn't like that. It's kind of really hard to hit, though. He's got a very tiny hitbox right there in his chest, it looks like. So it's kind of hard to hit him with any kind of, like, actual precise attacks. Maybe I just got to throw this out at him and use a little bit of, like, AoE here or something like that. I don't really know. I feel like he is hitting me way too hard, though. Like, he is just absolutely pulverizing right now. Like, I was honestly not expecting him to be the more challenging of the two. Oh my god, what is that? Why are you so ridiculous? Oh my god, finally it's over. That was the worst experience in my life. I hated absolutely every minute of that, and I am so thankful that it is over. As you can see, things with the golem went really, really well. When I started, this was just the jungle biome, and now it is a graveyard. And what I had to do to finally beat that guy was completely and totally redo my entire setup, change absolutely just about everything to warding, switch out the armor from the Umbraphile set to the Daedalus set again, just to have a little bit more defense, and then I just spammed the Dust Storm in a bottle. I didn't use a single stealth strike that entire fight. The only way I could take the guy down was to just not at all fight him like a rogue. I just got to imagine that I'm just, I don't know, melee with low defense and just run up into his face and throw stuff at him, and then he finally died. And I'm telling you, it really, really genuinely does feel like I'm really missing something. Like, there's gotta be some armor set or some bit of equipment that I don't have that is making him so much harder than every other boss I've ever fought, because he just feels way overtuned. That was not at any point enjoyable. That was just a bad time. I gotta tell you, I don't care at all what's in here. I don't care if there's a rogue item. It doesn't matter. I'm never fighting him again. So we're just gonna move on right back, and that's right, I set my spawn point to the jungle because I was back and forth so many times. I have no idea how many times I fought that guy. I got no clue at all whatsoever. But yeah, I'm done with that. I'm all the way done with it. I've had it. I've finished. I've had enough. I've got my pick saw. I'm going to go and fix all my armor and everything, and we're gonna move on here. Got an Eye of the Golem there, Bestial Pickaxe. We got the Golem. Let's go ahead and read the lore here. What a sad, piteous thing. Truly a mockery in every sense of the word. The lizards were abandoned by their deity long ago. They set upon creating the idol as a replacement. The result is an amalgamation of the concepts and themes of many gods, most prominently the heat of the sun. It is a far cry from a mechanical god, for the better. The alternative is too chilling to consider. While I believe it barely deserves mention, the lizards revere it unflinchingly. I see no need to intervene in affairs beneath me and my people. So just let the jungle savages do what they do best, and just be crazy in the jungle with their jungle madness. Cool. That's awesome. But yeah, that was not at all in any way, shape, or form enjoyable. We're just gonna go over here. I actually got some relics to put down. I don't have trophies from either one. Wouldn't hold my breath on seeing them anytime soon either. Those two guys were, they were rough. It's a jump and stomper episode, and it was just not enjoyable at all. I gotta be honest though, whatever difficulties I may have had with the Astrum Aureus, I'm over it. I'm totally over it now. I don't know if there's any new items I can craft right now, particularly roguish items. I have the Golem used for anything? No, not really, just making a destroyer emblem. Okay, we'll grab that. Just make all that stuff, why not? Doesn't really look like anything else going on here. And like I said, I don't know if there is a rogue weapon that comes from the Golem, but I've got absolutely no interest at all in going back and farming for it. So that's gonna be that. I really don't know what was up with all that, but it's finally done and over with. The Golem has been defeated. And now we're ready to move on to the last little kind of chunk of post-Moonlord stuff, or pre-Moonlord stuff, I should say. I've got the different moons to do, the Martian Madness, the Duke, Plaguebringer, Goliath, Eversolite, Betsy, Ravager. Oh my god, there's so much to do. It's gonna be all kinds of fun, I'm sure. I see that the lovely thief lady here has something to sell me. What do you got for me? Anything exciting? Ethereal Extorter. Interesting. Rogue projectiles explode into homing souls on death. Increase rogue damage and stealth. Well, that sounds pretty good. I'll take that for sure. But anyways, like I said, with that, I am definitely done with this episode. I am absolutely ready to move on, and we've definitely made lots and lots of progress today, so I'm ready to call an episode here, guys. So, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it, and as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, hope you have a good one of those, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Impetuous.